to the Locker, Season 3, Episode 15. I am your man, A White, along with my man, Van House. We've been off for a minute, but y'all got you got a double dose because they caught us on Wednesday and Sunday.
Yeah, fact.
2 weeks ago. So, although we weren't on last week, we are back at you. Pardon my allergies. If my voice gets a little, hear a couple sniffles, allergies tearing my ass up. As the old folks would say, what's going on?
Right.
What's going on with you?
Man, I'm sitting here watching Ryan Howard cook. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, she's straight cooking right now. What she got? 22? She was 50% at half. What's she at now? She's 50, but she's missing a couple threes, but she's 3 for 7. So I can't go. You can't complain. 3 for 7. But if she can learn how to stop down falling, she can play some more minutes too. But it is what it is.
You talking about falling after shots or trying to draw fouls, or is it just
she just followed down 3-point shooter, which is a cardinal sin.
You said fouling. I thought you said falling.
No, fouling.
Yeah, you know you from
fouling. She can probably get up to 30.
That Geechee speech.
I'm not from South Carolina, man.
Yeah, so yeah, man, I'm gonna start it off on. I'm gonna go right here with you, man.
Okay.
I know we had other stuff to talk about, but cause this a Locker. And now listen, don't get me in no MF in trouble. Just pay attention to my facial expressions, pay attention to my verbiage, pay attention to my cues.
Okay.
So you know when to not elaborate, and you know when to know I'm dealing with facts. Have you heard? Or have
no,
you
I haven't.
Heard?
No, I haven't.
We may not have Chris Rodriguez back next year.
Say that again. We might not who?
Not me and you, because he don't work on the Locker. The Kentucky Fighting Football Wildcats may not have Chris Rodriguez available for this season.
That's what I thought you said. I just want to make sure I heard you clearly.
I'm just saying. That's what everybody's talking about.
This is independent of the DUI. Okay. Well, all right. Let's move on.
No, that was so much a cue, but I think the DUI kind of put you in the forefront. You know, we done played with teammates who done a lot of things. Some things got caught up with some people. Some things didn't get caught up with some people. Hell, I got kicked off from the team just for not sprinting or something.
All right, man, stop. Right.
But I'm saying there are some things that get caught up and get attention. There's some things that don't get caught up and get attention. If the DUI doesn't happen, maybe the second part or anything else that may draw attention to you, that may not become an issue at this point.
Okay.
But are you prepared? We're not going to get into the details. First of all, are you prepared, or do you think this is a formality? One, because Stoops ain't been at the facility. These are facts. So until he gets in there and gets the interview and talk to him, see what the information is, there's, I don't think no decisions being made. And that's why no decisions being made.
Gotcha.
Stoops ain't been around. This has just been information collected, and people are just speculating.
Gotcha.
But should we prepare, or do you think Chris is beyond suspension or dismissal, or you think maybe whatever it is, probably ain't a big thing?
I don't know what it is. I don't know. All I know about the DUI, which to me isn't a big deal.
Whoa.
Because
no.
We
ain't got no sponsors. Oh, hey, these are sponsors.
No. This is what I mean by DUI is not a big deal, right? This is my angle with it. One, he didn't blow he didn't give a reading. So
Right.
therefore, is he above the limit or not? We don't know. Now the law says if you don't blow, then we're gonna take all your stuff away, and now you got you can't drive. Two totally different situations.
Right.
But legally, if I'm his lawyer, you're not guilty because you didn't blow.
Right.
So honestly, is it a black eye, I guess, on the program? Sure. But to me, it's still none of your damn business. Like, come on. So that to me is a separate issue because you know what? I don't know how Coach Stoops is, but you know, as Coach Curry was a coach, he would be running his ass off. And when I say that, I mean literally, because he's about to lose your job. No, I'm just saying, he's about to lose at least 5 pounds because he's about to run and run and run till you can't run no more. And then you have to do his testing. So you have to test and run. So that to me is the punishment. Now, for me, you know, we talk off there a lot. I'm going to bring it on the air. I don't think it hits us that much as far as on the team. I know I've seen, I didn't know it was this, but I've seen tweets talking about we might not have C-Rod. I thought it was a DUI thing. I didn't know. I like maybe miss a few games because you got to maybe suspend them, I guess. But to me, you don't suspend them because it happened in May. If season don't start until August, you
can discipline them without suspending them. You can be disciplined, yeah.
Right. If it happens during the season, then you got to take a game away from them because there's nothing else to do.
Right.
But with it happening there, I'm like, you just work his ass off. But to me, offensively, though, you know how I feel about it. We have talked about this many times. I was a big fan of AJ Rose because I like being multiple. I like being on 3rd and short, not putting so much damn pressure on my O-line to make room for 2 yards when the defense is putting 13 people in the box.
Right.
It would be nice to have the option of run or pass, and you go big, but then the defense got to put a linebacker in, and then you get a running back on a linebacker in an option route. Or you get Tavian Robinson on a linebacker in an option route. Like there's other – we just gotten so used to, we're just going to run. We're just going to run on 3rd and 2. But the funny part about it, and I'm going to stop talking. I've been talking too long, is that fans love it, right? Until we don't get the first down. Why are we going Wildcat again? Why are we running in the A-gap again? Why are we But then when you don't have C-Rod, and then you're gonna be like, well, why we don't run A-gap? Which one is it? The best play is a play that works. And everybody wants to play that works, but it's not that easy when you're calling plays. All right, I'm gonna be quiet.
No, I'm trying to figure out why our Facebook feed. I keep having problems on our Facebook feed. Trying to get the post on Facebook. Well, here's the thing. One thing, Stoops ain't in town, and Tim Biggs thinks that they're going to use him as an example because I guess what happened with Bo Knight, some other players who didn't get a whole lot of steam. Maybe he got a lot of steam because it was Chris. Your lawyer missing court didn't help.
Yeah.
But I just think that let me see. So it's hard for me to explain. I don't think Chris ain't gonna be here. Put it like this. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna leave it at this. I don't think Chris ain't gonna be here if Chris don't want to be here.
Oh, so you think it's
along the lines you said about Coach Curry. Now, if Chris wants to be here, I think Chris is going to be here. I don't think it's going to be no examples made for the same reasons Van gave, but because there's been a lot of things going on. But by the same token, you can't pull the trigger saying, I'm on the projected first team All SEC running back. We gonna make a example out of him if he ain't got no other baggage back there.
Right.
But I do think you could build Curry the hell out of him to see how much he want to be on the team.
Right.
How sorry is he?
Right.
And that's where I stand
agree.
at it. But I don't think no decisions have been made because Stoops ain't in town. Ain't been in town for a while. So I think there's a lot of people speculating. And the one thing that really sticks in my craw about this and the past couple things is, like I said, we done been around some things. I can't say seen.
Stop.
Some things have happened. No, but what I'm saying, a lot of this stuff don't get to the media.
No.
So you know what it remind me of? Do you remember maybe post Houshmandzadeh, maybe still while Houshmandzadeh was with the Cincinnati Bengals? Cincinnati Bengals players was getting DUIs and getting pulled over weekly. Every week. It don't matter what your name was. Ocho, it was somebody, Henry. Them dudes was getting pulled. I was like, dude, how? Like, first of all, the NFL got a pack with, if you're going to the same nightclub, why would you go to the same nightclub? Two, why won't be, instead of letting the player leave your nightclub after they've been drinking in your bar or nightclub, why not say, hey, man, I can't let you drive. Hey, if you get in that damn car, I'm pushing this button. Why not get one of somebody from your thing? Why not call the NFL and say, look, we got your guy here. He's being belligerent. We need you to come pick him up. I just don't know how all this stuff is catching news. I think we in that boring part of the season. People are looking for news. So all y'all, Chris Rodriguez won't be back. There's a possibility. Van laid out, not for the reasons that we may think or know, but Van laid out perfectly good reason that if he's not going to be back. But I don't think those would be the case. Secondly, you were in town 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You look at me all silly. These young Thundercats over there trying to start some stuff with your boy A. White. And it's like, man, just let it go. Just let it go. You know who couldn't let it go?
Who?
In the hotel lobby?
Who?
Hal Mummy. You want to be the voice of reason to me? Why don't you be the voice of reason to Hal Mummy?
Because I don't give a damn about Hal Mummy. That's why. I don't give a damn about Hal Mummy. Hal Mummy don't mean shit to me. I didn't play under Hal Mummy, grown ass man. What was he doing back in Lexington?
I thought he was coaching in the spring league, and I thought he was doing something. But a few times I heard he was in Lexington, I thought he was getting treatment. I thought he had some health issues. I thought he was getting treatment last year. The last time I know he was here, which was about 6 or 7 years ago, he was getting treatment on himself.
Oh, okay.
His wife.
Which is crazy. Which is crazy. I'm about to take us off on a wide tangent. When I came back 2 weeks, I drove on campus. The first time I've been on campus, been to football games, but I've never really went around campus. I just came and went to the game, right? Dude, I drove on campus. I'm like, what the hell happened? What the hell happened? I'm like, this is. I knew they took down the towers, but that whole Kerwin area is done. I didn't know they took down the whole Kerwin area. And what's that dorm? Well, you might not remember because you came later. There was a dorm, the all girls dorm, that you walk through to get to
Blazer Hall.
What was it?
Blazer? Where we ate at?
Yeah,
that was Blazer.
And now that's gone.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, dude, they tore down. Dude, I went because you know landmarks. I know the library, right?
Right.
Like if I get to the library, I know go depending on where you're going from. You come from the stadium, go right. You going back up to the towers and Kerwin and all that stuff, right? I'm like, but when you go left, what the hell is left? I'm like, what is this? And I couldn't keep going. They had me circle back. I'm like, dude, crazy. But I'm sorry.
Nah, go ahead. I'm gonna get us on.
No, that's it. It's just crazy, man. When you haven't been back and when you haven't paid attention for, I've been on 97. So shit, man, that's a long time. That's 25 years. How different it is. It's crazy.
And you know the crazy thing, the big crazy. We got dude, you know the one thing about, like you said, I'm driving around there crazy. And you know, financially, if you look at it, dude, there's no public parking. Like they don't want you on this damn campus unless you like the parking in front of Seton and Johnson Center ain't there no more. The parking in front of the Forbes ain't there no
Right.
more.
Hold on. But they got a parking garage. Is that public or that's not?
I wasn't trying to go up in there. I have no idea.
I'm just saying, is the one by Nutter, is that public?
Nutter outdoor facility? Old Nutter?
No, Old Nutter.
I ain't had no reason to be over there. That's what I'm saying.
Here's my deal. You just brought up something where I was thinking about. I'm like, since y'all tore down the whole complex of the old dorms, why not make that a parking lot? Because it's not just grass. Like there's nothing there.
Right, yeah.
Why not make that parking? You could put a big old parking structure and charge a gazillion amount of money. Big old parking structure, right? That's a great location for everybody, for students and guests.
I don't think we, I don't think we playing. I think we just act and just be like, that went well. Graded afterward. Greg Petrie said, what we think about Boyle County? You know, Jackson Smith is did you play with Andy 1 year, maybe? He might not have been there with you.
I don't think so.
Yeah. So he said, what do you think about him?
You know, I don't know what I think about him until he gets in a clutch situation and makes a miss. You don't know nothing about a kicker until he been put in a situation where you gotta make it or miss it. So all these glorified, like I see all these kickers put these Twitter tweets up. They're kicking 60 yards. Well, first of all, there's nobody rushing. Second of all, there's no pressure. Third, you don't have fucking pads on.
Right. Yeah.
And that third one is a lot.
Yeah.
You put on 3 extra pounds and put on them pants.
Yeah, the extraction of your extension. Yeah.
You might give up a little bit of flexibility. So I don't know until you get put in a situation. I didn't know anything about Brian Johnson until we were playing Alabama. It's 0-0 with 5 seconds left on the clock. And defense played their ass off all game. We busted IU up. And he had to kick, I think it was right at 40 yards. Make or miss. When he made that and ended the damn losing streak, man, he became my best friend.
And then y'all had a losing streak to Indiana?
Huh?
Y'all had a losing streak to Indiana?
No, the damn 1-10 season morphed over to the next year.
Oh, okay. But that was in the, first of all, that was in the rain, and that was the only point scored all game.
3-0.
That was at the end of the game?
Yes.
I didn't realize. Oh, my word. I didn't realize.
Dude,
that
I don't even think we kicked off. That might have been at the horn. I'm trying to remember. Did we kick off?
Word. I didn't know that was 0-0.
I don't think we went back on the field. So.
Well, Greg, I understand. Me and Van are talking about, he just told you about a game where that guy didn't kick a field goal until the end of the game. 59 minutes.
Hold on. Here's the other kicker. No pun intended. Think about this. He only played 2 plays. We kicked off at the beginning of the game. So that's what, 7 o'clock Eastern time?
Yeah.
He didn't kick until 10 p.m. or 9, whatever Eastern time. He had 2+ hours over sitting on his ass, getting cold. So think about that too. He had 2 plays.
Uh-oh.
Where's Greg Page?
Oh, hold on now, Michelle. I like Michelle. Greg Page is on the other side of the stadium across.
Oh, Oh,
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
like the grown. It seems like it's mostly grown-up students over there.
Was it? Is that in the grad area? Isn't that the grad on
It
that
might have
side?
been. I noticed it was always older people over there when we
That's the
went over
grad.
there.
I didn't call it grad. I think I call it like graduate slums.
Oh, come on, man. You and Michelle both. Hold on. First of all, honestly, all BS aside. So the statement she made, I would like for her to elaborate on it. That's why we gotta have a call on the line. We would like for her to elaborate. But just the meaning of Greg Page, you just can't tear it down.
No, you can't just tear
You know,
it down.
people talk about tearing down, restructuring referendum. They ain't want to lose the name, Like just the fact of, and then you gonna call it slums. Like, ain't this about a blip?
I'm sorry.
Once again,
a joke.
These thoughts that Van presents to you all are Van Howes and Van Howes alone. Him and Van Howe Industries. You can contact them at 847 blah,
Hey.
blah, 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 blah.
I will say this. The damn dorms are so much better now.
Oh,
the dorms look nice.
They got retina and all kinds of stuff.
Now, I don't know how good they look inside, but they look damn good outside.
I was inside of them hoes about 10 years ago. And they was
they that old. They look new.
No, I'm saying I was in some of them before this. That they had when they first started. Like it might not have been that long when they first started all that.
Gotcha.
I think it was like 08-ish, 10-ish. No, it might have been like 10-ish or 12-ish.
Okay.
It was anywhere between 08 and 12-ish.
Okay.
And Anthony, you act like they live walking around. They walking. No, that ain't me, but no, so we got that stuff out of the way. We got is that all the legal issues we had to get out the way?
Dude, the whole C-Rod thing is just odd. Dude, that's just odd. What? No. I got a question. Okay, you keep thinking. You thinking while I talk about this. Your ass comes back for another season because you probably didn't get the eval that you wanted.
Right.
So if you didn't get the eval that you wanted, you come and clean your ass up to you go to the nth degree. You go sanitize your Twitter feed, your IG feed. You go sanitize your cabinets, your countertops. You make sure there ain't nothing that they can sniff on you to drop your stock more than what it already is. You want to elevate your stock. So you keep your nose crystal clean. How in the hell you come back and you get a DUI a couple months after the eval?
No, hold on now. Now, if I am the man coming back and they talk about I'm going to be SEC Player of the Year, and some people mind gold mouth, you could say Heisman Trophy candidate, I'm wilding. See, the problem is with you.
No,
you can sit there and say that because you don't drink.
No, Anthony, no.
You don't drink. Like you ain't been tempted to drink. Like some people feel like marijuana. Hey, Ricky Williams got out of the NFL over marijuana. I ain't never touched marijuana. Well, nah, man, I passed it somebody, but I never used it myself. I was just sitting between the people passing it. But I'm just saying, I've never done drugs. So to say that, for him to come back, he just having a good time.
No, Anthony, no. I agree with you. If you just worry about all they see, he got an NFL eval on why he couldn't leave last year.
And that has something to do with him drinking late or eating late?
You cannot. No, what I'm saying is well, at least for me, you came out a couple years later. We didn't get evaluations.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
Huh?
No, you're right. We didn't. I didn't either.
So we didn't get evaluations, right? So then you can rest on, I'm all SEC. Let me go wilder, right? But when your ass wanted to leave after last season, and your evaluation doesn't allow you to leave when you truly wanted to leave,
I got you. Give them no other reasons.
You have no other reason.
Don't add nothing else to the negative list.
You don't want nothing. You wasn't good enough to leave last year. You don't want nothing.
Man. Hey, these thoughts are Van Hals and Van Hals alone. No, maybe we're not saying he wasn't good enough. You don't think he would have got drafted?
No.
Huh.
No. Look, I'm gonna say this. Huh. Off of the information that I see with my eyes, I would say not. But people fool me. If he would have ran a 4.4 something, he would get drafted. No doubt about it.
4.5, 4.55.
No, he won't get drafted.
You know who Benny Snell is?
Yes.
Do you think that helped or hurt? Does this help or hurt your argument? Benny Snell's position where he got drafted and everything. He averaged 6 yards to carry. Like if he come back, he's breaking Benny Snell's record. After sharing time with Benny Snell.
Again, there's two things about the next level. First of all, you better be dynamic. He ain't got an ounce of dynamic in him. He is a solid college back.
Let me stop you one more time.
Okay, go ahead.
I had this argument with people all the time. And I always said D'Angelo Williams, I preferred him in Steelers backfield more than Le'Veon Bell. Now, don't get me wrong, Le'Veon Bell will get you big thing he could catch, but Williams was getting you 4, 5, 6 every time. Le'Veon will skip. He might lose 2. He might get you a minus. Go ahead.
Stop it, though. We talking about D'Angelo Williams in the NFL getting 4 to 5. D'Angelo went. Didn't he play at Memphis?
I don't know where he played college at.
D'Angelo was getting 7 and 8 in college. D'Angelo Williams was dynamic, but was also a grinder, right?
Right.
We both know Benny or C-Rod is not dynamic. I think Benny is more dynamic than Benny's more dynamic than C-Rod. And we can say this here because we ex-players. Benny got to the Steelers, right?
Right.
Coach Tomlin really likes him, right? Every damn year they have drafted a running back over top of him.
Yeah. Well.
Every year. If he was the dude and the coach loved me, here's the thing about it, though. For Benny, I'm happy. I'm saying injury-free and collecting that bag. But I know for him as a player, he wants to play. But I'm just saying, I'd rather be in the league 10 years than be dynamic for 3 to 4 than out.
Yeah.
So, but all I'm saying is neither one of those backs is an NFL different making back. We have seen a Ron Dane to Curtis Enos. We've seen backs that had unbelievable college career. Isn't Ron Dane a leading collegiate rusher?
He got to be in the top 5. He got to be in the top 5 somewhere.
So, and Curtis Enos can't be too far away. So, being productive in college means nothing on the next level. So, there are many reasons why C-Rod averaged 6 yards a carry for his career, 4 or 5, whatever it is. Remember, he was a backup. He was getting in the game when we just grinded our ass off. Now, he playing against guys who are tired, 5-minute drill, whatever, and getting that carry. Because you know, and I know, it's kind of sometimes the luck of the draw. That first back sometimes don't get the bigger rush because he's the one beating down the defense. That backup comes in when he just pounded their ass for 5 carries in a row. Then you come in because he taps out. Now they tired. They can't sub like you. Then you go rip off a 6, a 7, a 6, a 7 touchdown. I'm just saying.
Pause. That comment, we're going to throw out that phrase when we talking about football, pounded that ass for however many times. We're going to throw that phrase out. Never again shall we use that comment on the locker.
That's 2 strikes for me, right? I said something earlier, dude.
Hey, man, you still hey, man. Anyway, continue what you were saying. I just had to pause that. Especially, you know what era I played football in that running back room, man. Hey,
Oh
man.
Lord. So I'm just saying. Here's the thing. I think C-Rod is a really good college back. He is at the top of UK's history as running back. I still don't think he's. Damn. And I'm about to make you do this. Is he top 5? I don't know if he's top 5. I don't know if he's top 5 back in UK history. Not going off of numbers.
You can flirt with 5. He ain't above 5. You can flirt with 5. I think we solidified Mo and Sonny
and Benny.
I was gonna put Benny up there, but dude, you got to kind of look at maybe the same line that the up front was doing all the work. If it gets broke, you know how long that damn record stood before Benny broke it?
That's what I'm saying. I still
he could. They probably both could. Who do you got after you get Sonny Mo? After that, I get a little hazy.
I'm personally
Benny was when Benny was done, it was Sonny Mo and Benny.
Yeah. I'm personally a fan of Boom.
No.
I didn't say it was top 5.
I'm putting me in there too. Then if you put Boom, put me in there too.
Here's the thing. I'm not saying he's top 5, right? But I would put him up against C-Rod.
Oh yeah. That's what I do. Make a NCAA bracket where you see this guy against.
I'm trying to think, dude. Would you put
breaking news? Marion Barber just died.
No, he did not.
Huh?
No, come on, man.
Yes, sir. 38.
Now I gotta reach because that boy could run this, and that's one boy who I'm glad I didn't have to tackle. Damn.
No details.
Nope, found dead in his apartment.
Sheesh.
That man, I'm gonna say this, and I don't like to throw this out. This is kind of one reason why I'm not adamant about my son playing football. Is that man ran so hard with that small face mask. You know, his face mask like almost like right in
there. Yeah.
That pounding on his head, man. CTE is real. I don't know what it is. I don't know if but to me, the way he ran, that's the first thing that come to mind. Because he's too young to be in this situation.
Yeah. And he went through a lot of, I can't say trials, but like you said, you trying to make the team. Because who was he behind before he took over the reins? It was somebody that they was holding on to that. Or was he wasn't there? No, he wasn't there with I thought he was over there with somebody, and they thought that he should have been a starter, but it was somebody who had a high profile that was in front of him. I can't remember who it was.
I can see the back. He was a big back, like tall back.
It wasn't Murray, was it?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Yeah.
Man, Barber was a beast, man. Barber is Benny Snell in a bigger package.
Well, that's the whole problem with Benny Snell being smaller. If Benny Snell was faster or bigger, we wouldn't have this conversation.
Bingo
is a bigger, and I'm assuming faster. I don't know.
Who C-Rod?
I don't know. That's what we got.
No, you saying C-Rod bigger?
Flies, huh?
You saying C-Rod? You think he's bigger?
I
don't have to see him side by side. I think C-Rod is bigger for sure.
Yeah.
Benny had
that Mo Williams stuff, man.
Now we're getting real. And I hope C-Rod dad don't.
God, he gonna at you if he see this. He gonna at you. Somebody gonna share it with him.
Look, here's the difference. C-Rod runs into safeties Benny tried to run away from safeties, and when they tried to tackle him, then he ran through them.
Right.
That's the difference.
Right.
And if you don't understand that difference, it's hard to explain, because to me, if you really look at it, Benny came in a time where the SEC was a little tougher. No. As far as us dominating the offensive line.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It was tougher for us to get that push like we got after Benny left.
Right.
That was another 4 years of Slaughter getting them boys right. When Benny left, that offensive line started clicking. They started getting on a roll, right? And so that push that we were getting was a little easier than it was when Benny was there. So when you get out in open space, there wasn't many times that Benny got to the safety without being touched.
Right.
There were a lot of times C-Rod got to the third level without being touched. Sometimes he took it to the house. The majority of times he ran right into a safety.
And I think that's where,
Benny had better vision. I think C-Rod might be a harder runner. I think C-Rod's tougher to bring down because he's bigger. But you don't have to use that when you don't have to. You use that when you have to. You don't you don't go run into somebody on purpose. You better run your ass away from it. Then when they get, then that's when you use your stiff arm or you try to headbutt their ass out the way. But not when you're in open space and you got 20 plus yards to run away from somebody. I know the shortest distance is a straight line, but it's not a straight line when there's a wall in front. Sometimes you got to go around the wall, but whatever.
No, and that was my thing about when you talk about the evaluation with Chris. Like I said, one thing that civilians may not understand, and it would jack me up my first year in the NFL, was I was getting yards. I was getting wherever I wanted to get them at because I was used to a zone scheme. Man, they'd be running power, man. I cut that thing backside, be one-on-one with the D, I'm gone. And that's so, but shoot, you watching film, dude. They like, you see this little hole over here? I'm like, you can't argue with 30 yards, but yes, you can. So my thing is this. So exactly what you said, Chris is getting to second level, and then NFL is going to look at it like, dude, if we give you this amount of space, we need everything because we're not going to get this opportunity again. If it hits right and everything is on time, you got to get there. Like, we need all the yards we can get, not just 12, not just 6. And that's where the difference is, where you said, and I don't know. And like you said, I think, and Benny in that situation, he runs to the safety like, look, you got to make a decision. I'm going to either buck you, or as soon as I set you up a little, then stiff arm you. Now I'm getting away. Chris kind of runs like he ain't got nothing on his hook. Like he ain't trying to shake him. He really ain't trying to stiff arm him. He kind of just going to flow. But he had already picked up 12 or 13, 15. And I tell you, I will say this, that's kind of indicative of a fumbling problem. You don't want to take that extra hand off the ball a lot of times because, shoot, in this league, you think you are in the free and somebody rakes that. You know how y'all do. Yeah. So I mean, I can see the evaluation, but the other thing is if somebody think they can get him in the camp or get in there and work with his mentality or get him through some drills, Tiki Barber style, like high and tight, protect the ball. They can work with him. They might have a chance.
There ain't too many teams. There's not that too many teams. First of all, running with a fullback. All these
need a fullback?
No, but no. What I'm saying is all these run actions are not powers and we got a lot of zones. We got a lot of, you better be able to catch the ball in the backfield. This is not 1980s, early 1990s NFL, bro. They have opened this damn game up to the nth degree. There's only, I can think of, even down the Patriots started opening up. What I can think of, like 3 or 4 teams. 49ers, the Ravens, even the Steelers were tossing that damn ball around the field.
The Ravens started opening up too. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who needs that kind of back anymore?
The Browns, even as much as they ran it, they still got it out in the flats and did different things with they 2 running backs.
Their 2 running backs are dynamic though.
Yeah.
I now here's the thing though, like we said with Benny, he can stay on the team because there ain't that many backs. They don't make them like that anymore because everybody in college is spreading. Yeah. So he can stay in the league 4 to 5 years as a third down specialist, right?
Right.
But he don't want to be that. He want to be the dude. Even Tennessee with Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry is kind of dynamic.
Right.
Because he's going to bust a 60-yard on you. I don't think C-Rock can get to 60. Unless, like I said, I could be wrong. If he goes to run a 4.42 in a 4,
hello, why you? I think he's gonna be 4 or 5. Now, if he run a 4.42, damn no, he need to be top 4 rounds. Well, 2 through 4.
That's
but
what
I'm saying. You acting like a 4 or 5 flat ain't gonna get him nowhere.
Anthony,
and I think 4 or 5 flat to get him drafted.
Anthony, here's the deal. As a track guy, if he runs a 4.5, he can run a 4.55, 4.54. It's only 600s. It's not like it's a big deal. You talking about half a body length, right? I'm saying in the right situation, because running is all about optimum situations and being efficient in the optimal situation. So sometimes you might be able to bust a crazy one. I'm saying I don't think he can run under 4.55. And I think he'll be consistently around 4.6.
Yeah.
So that ain't gonna cut it.
We have to see what his times are gonna be. Like you said, I just think all the hype he gonna get playing in the SEC. But like I said, for the reason we both gave, my whole thing back to the original subject was, I don't know if his evaluation was extremely low. Maybe he was coming back for name, image, and likeness. Maybe he was coming back to break the record. Shit, if I wasn't getting no above 5th round, I'll probably come back to break the records and name, image, and likeness.
But from what I hear, he ain't on the high end of the NIL either.
High end is high enough. You don't think I think he got to be. Who else they gonna give money to on that team? Ox is brand new. Our linebackers really ain't. Ain't nobody on the offense they talk about but Will and him. Who else? Nobody else get money too.
I bet you Dane Key is getting something.
Yeah, he probably is, but it probably some futures in it.
We'll have to see. That's just a word on the street that I've heard, that he's not where he should be.
Dane or Rod?
C-Rod.
There may be more to it then. So it may be more to it. And I don't know, maybe it might be. That's what the other thing I said. It may be out for him. Whatever the situation is, whatever coach is expecting him to do in this situation, maybe it's his decision. You know what? I'm gonna show you. And them young kids are doing that now. They got, like, we couldn't talk back to coaches. Everything had to be always okay. Now these kids, you can't tell these kids nothing. And with name, image, and likeness now too. Oh man, but everything I've talked about the past 2 weeks on Sunday Morning Sports Talk in the streets. Our women's track team, man. Abby Steiner. We had your girl on there.
Sophie.
Yeah, we had old Sophie on there the other day, man.
Dude, hold on. Let me get. Y'all don't understand. I know y'all got it a little bit. Y'all don't understand that the best athletes on every track team is the multi-event people. Because they got Anika Williams is a multi, because sometimes, right, especially for women, when you get a scholarship, riddle me this. Would you rather have someone who's just good at the 100 or someone who's good at the long, the hurdles, the high, the javelin, the shot put, right? So you get all one scholarship, you get like 7 events in there if you want them, right?
Right.
So for her to do the triple jump is not shocking to me. Because to be a heptathlete, you gotta be an athlete. It just, you gotta be more than just fast. You gotta be able to run the 800. You gotta be able to run the 100 hurdles. You gotta be able to run the 200. You gotta be able to high jump. You gotta be able to long jump. You gotta be able to throw the javelin. Like all that stuff, I'm not shocked by, because them are the best athletes. Now the crazy part about it is a triple jump isn't in that list of 7.
Right.
So it's kind of crazy that she's able to do 42 feet for a female as a freshman. That means she was jumping probably 40 feet as a senior in high school. That's pretty damn good. That's elite level.
Man,
She's not that far away from being a damn triple jumper.
You must not tune in a whole lot, man.
I did.
I'm gonna tell you this much.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't what threw me off. The numbers ain't what threw me off. And I ain't no big numbers guy in the triple jump.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't a big number guy, so I don't know what a really good triple jump is. And it sounds like that she set the freshman record, so it has to be a good dude. She did this ish with a pull hammy. They pulled the needles out just enough, and she said, I'm gonna give it all I got. I'm gonna try to land this first one. Because after that first one, shit, everything else is residual after that. You just kind of like, let me see what I got left. So she did that off a bad hammy, dude. That's what threw me off.
Here's the other part that people don't get. And this is kind of what I don't like a little bit, is that like this regionals is like the national meet. And what I mean by that, in a normal meet, you get 3 jumps and the top 8 go to the final. So you get a 3 and a 3 if you're good, right? So in this situation, there are not many track meets where you only get 3 jumps.
Oh, that's it.
That's it. That's all they got. So you better be on, because like sometimes, like for me, if I'm doing another event or whatever, I would get 1 jump in and be like, okay, well, I'm good for the finals. I just do my another jumps later, or maybe I might do something pushing the limits for 1 jump. But when you only got 3, if you foul on the first, you only got 2 left.
Right.
And you better be good. So for her, that's also a crazy thing, because you got to hit it on that first. So you don't want to put the pressure on that 3rd jump. Like, oh, I got to qualify on the 3rd jump. You want to get it on 1 or 2. So that's crazy, man. That young lady, I don't know much about her, like as much as I know about other ones like Masai Russell and of course Abby and Queen and the 4x4. Like I know about, but for her to do that, and she did it. Hold on, here's the other thing. She did it in the earlier flight. She didn't do it in a flight where you the last flight, you know all the numbers.
Yeah.
Right. She put a number up.
Yeah.
It didn't get knocked down.
Yeah.
There's a reason why she was in the 3rd flight, because she won the top. I think they had 10 or 12 in each flight. So for her to bust that out, man, didn't have that and have to sit and wait on other jumpers to make sure that number don't fall to under 12. Crazy.
That's Sophie Galloway.
Yeah.
Albie Cobb. No, so let me ask you this. And I got another question I did ask you that's been roaming around social media. So I always told you about my sophomore year, my last year running track, because of the whole letter and point rule.
Right.
They told me somebody didn't make it for the long jump. We ain't have nobody in the long jump. I went over there first one and placed 2nd. I scratched my 2nd too. Just because the first time I didn't know what I was doing, so I was being real cautious of making sure I got a good jump. And I didn't know if it was a good jump or not, but it took 2nd. Is it just customary That your first jump is always going to be your best? Is that common? Maybe because you're more cautious.
No,
Wow.
it everybody's different. It depends on, like, I'm more of a rhythm guy. I need to get in the rhythm. So it might take me to that third one. I'm about to hit it. Right. I'm trying to iron out, because to me it's like basketball, right? Your shot ain't on every game. You might have to adjust a little bit.
Right.
So you get those warm-up in, right? Then you go, okay, now I know what today's form is going to be like compared to what it was last week when I was 10 for 10. So you have to adjust. And the same thing to me on jumps is you got to adjust. 1 week, you might be a little fresher. It's a little different. I like to get for me, I like to go a little conservative on 1. So at least I know I got to jump in. Then I go after it on 2 and 3.
Yeah. Especially if you're good, your conservative could be just enough.
Yeah.
To set you in a good position, you still comfortable. Like you said, everybody getting their first and seconds, and you still sitting at 1 or 2. Dude. That's what happened to me. I think I went off the run, 100, 4x1 and all the other stuff. But here's the thing, moving away from track. So apparently, I don't know what's going on, man. What's the name of the basketball coach we lost? Who's Louisville coach?
Kenny Payne?
Payne, that's what it was. Kenny the Main Payne. So now Kentucky fans mad at Kenny Payne. He hired Milt Wagner, which was a teammate and a Louisville alum.
Right.
But here's the thing, honestly. Now, I know you always goody two-shoes. Be honest with me. If it's a loophole, dude, there's so many damn connections. It really don't matter that, oh, you hired him because you wanted DeJuan Jr. And right. It's kind of like, well, we can throw it any type of way you want, but is it that big of a deal? And I don't know how many people worried about it, but everybody act like he being shady. This ain't right. I'm saying, I got into on Sunday morning, me and Jack Pilgrim was talking about it, and I said, and I thought about it later. I didn't want nobody to think I was throwing shade or I was being shady, because I said, well, that's the integrity that's Louisville's integrity. Whether you like, they will, if it wasn't right, they shouldn't let it go. But they are the type that'll push the line or see if they can get away with something. And I said, I don't think that's the case. And he said, well, Memphis did it. I said, hell, Memphis ain't got no integrity. He said they. And he said, no, I don't mean Memphis. I mean Cal. And I said, no comment, because I see it was going out of hand. But my point is, Cal could have done that in Memphis. Cal could have done it at UMass. Sandy Bell ain't letting no shady shit. They're going to have questions go down. That was the whole point I was making.
People wonder why. Our department has stayed crystal clean with Cal. Because I appreciate that, Lacey, because the first thing I heard when we hired Cal, y'all going to be on probation in X amount of years. Cal been here 10 years already?
Yeah.
No, not a spot on the record. Not even a blip. Not even a oop. No, nothing. You know why? Sandy Bell ain't letting shit go by while she there. If you got to pass anything by Sandy Bell, it's going to be bleached, like I was talking about earlier. Like, see, right? You need to bleach. Dude, she is, you say I'm clean. Dude, that woman is a nun. She ain't never done anything.
Oh, moonshine to sit.
Right. Dude. When you got to clear stuff through her, it got a little bit of shade on it. Not even a lot. I'm talking about like a little pole. You know that little pole with a little shade when the sunshine got a little bit of itty bitty shade? If it got that much shade, she like, nope. So, no, man. I don't understand this. This is what I don't understand. If DeJuan Wagner Jr. was the guy who would guarantee us a number 9, then I'd be like, all right, we need to do whatever it takes to get him here, right? They ain't got no player like that out here. There ain't no player in this country you can win with just that one dude. Is he the number 1 kid in his class? Sure. But you telling me there's not 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 that's not as good? Why we get hung up on one player so much?
Yep.
You know what's funny though? If we didn't get him, we'll be moving on to the next one. But since we don't know, we haven't got. Oh my God, we gotta get him. We gotta get him. We gotta get him. Like really? Like, what if he goes somewhere else? We go to the next one. I don't understand it. I just don't.
But one thing that I want our fan base to kind of get better about, man, when we don't get somebody or like the Shade and Sharp thing, and like I said, even with this DeWine Wagner, like now all of a sudden we bashing our own, like we bashing Kenny Payne as if, like, first of all, Kenny Payne was a Louisville kid before he came to us.
Right.
So, we take it, what it is, but oh man, he's cheating to get him. And now if you could come to me and Jack tried to explain to me some formalities on, how it's illegal. And I'm just like, but everybody in the world knows. And he said the craziest thing was, he said he's supposed to be a bench coach. In order for him to do this, he's supposed to be a bench coach, which means he takes up one of the bench spots.
In order for him to do what?
Huh?
In order for him to
be
do
on
what?
coaching staff with somebody, I guess nepotism or whatever the case.
Oh, got you.
That he has to be directly coaching them impact somehow like that. But he said his whole problem was that since he's not a bench coach, he's administrative, that's where it comes illegal because he's not coaching them directly or something. And the problem is that now they get to get an extra bench coach, and Milk can still have an influence on the basketball program. And I was like, that's a far reach, man. But I mean, and I'm with you though. My whole thing is, this dude, if you think he's transcendent, if you think he's Shaquille O'Neal, Anthony Davis, who just Melo, who's gonna come for 1 year and deliver, then I understand. But I'm like, man, Kentucky, this is where I don't like about our fan base. We can't be picking fight. We can't be this. You know what I feel like? We are the Kevin Durant of basketball, which Kevin Durant, the only damn superstar I know, megastar I know that reacts to anybody who got something to say about him. Kevin, you one of the top 2 or 3 players currently playing. You probably top 10, top 15 all time, maybe. Position-wise, he definitely top 5 or 10. But when you start getting bigs involved and stuff, it get him a little. But
offensively, he's top 5.
Oh yeah.
Offensively, you can't stop him. He's unguardable.
Right.
Yeah, I feel you. I don't know, man. I love BBN, but I also hate him. It's like some shit. It's like, come on, y'all, really? But I do love that they are that passionate. But sometimes that passion gets a little over the top. There's like every coach should be criticized, no doubt about it. Especially when you're making the money they're making now.
Right.
You like that dude that has the money, he's making the call, like all that money stacked off. You should be attacked because you got all that.
Right.
But some of the over the top stuff, man, I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
Let me see. I was going to ask the other thing for got one final question, final Jeopardy question. You think all that hype they saying, like they keep on posting, not big relationship, but it's all over, that they saying Shade and Sharp is dishonest and he didn't play in college, he didn't play at the open run or the combine runs. So they saying they can't trust them and they haven't seen them play in a year. You think that's actual factuals, or you think that's just somebody trying to get some of them upper teams to drop so that later team can get them?
I don't know if facts or not, but we all know there were people who didn't like who was a surefire NFL player that, like, no doubt, or NBA. Like, there were some people who didn't think Anthony Davis would translate. There's always one person. People that think Braun would be, like, there's always somebody who picking at something. The problem is now with social media, one voice can go viral.
Mm-hmm.
you got one scout out of what? There's got to be 100 and some scouts in the NBA, right? We got one of them that says something contrary to everybody else. Then it goes, oh, whoa, wow, somebody said something different. So I don't take too much in it. I will say this: if he wasn't a top 10 pick, he would be back in Lexington.
Right.
So I don't think it's hurting his stock. I don't think whoever said that is true to them, but I don't think it's true for the other 30 teams, or if it's 2 of them, or 25 teams is more than 2. You know what I'm saying? I think there's 20 teams right now that will pick him.
Right. Yeah, he ain't gonna drop that far. And I don't know what the draft look. I gotta see who need a 2. Or like I said, in the NBA, you can be a 1 because ain't nobody ain't full court pressing really.
No.
Patrick Beverly and I don't know who, maybe Chris Paul or some of them old punks that want to just.
Yeah. I look, I don't know what he's gonna turn into, but there's no better practice than the practice with the best.
Yep.
To get your ass in there right now. Now he can. Here's the funny part about it. What if he turns into Andrew Wiggins?
Yeah.
Are people gonna be upset? It took Andrew Wiggins to find the right team. Andrew Wiggins is balling right now.
Yeah.
But he's a number 1 pick. Now, the good thing about Shea won't be number 1. But talent is talent. Now, I don't know what his work ethic is.
That's what they're trying to question. You eating beef jerky?
No, I was eating an Airhead.
Pause. I don't know your wife that well,
mm-hmm.
but we're going to be respectful on the show. I'm just playing. Hey, man, let's get that.
Let's strike one on you now.
She don't watch the show no more, do she?
Huh? Nah. She probably watch it, but
no disrespect. It's for entertainment purposes.
Fact.
This last question, we're gonna get out of here, man. For my last couple weeks of show, this show, other shows, is this a women's school, or is a women take over? Every time we talk about track, we talk about women. We talking
swimming team was women.
Swimming team was women, yeah. Rifle, like was a little bit, but rifle was women. Volleyball won a championship. Even when we got down to the baseball, softball, Rachel Lawson pulled the UK of basketball. Lost early, wasn't expected. It was a tough matchup where the boys fought like hell to get in, and fell short. But I mean, the only thing we got really men-wise, well, tennis, we did good in tennis. But men-wise, the only thing we really got to hang your hat on every year where you can run around talking shit to anybody about is football, ain't it? I guess we could have been basketball, but after the first round loss, they jumped on our ass.
Yeah, the men's soccer team is good too.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, I guess in spring it is a women's time of year. Right now,
you take the whole year into account. This wasn't our volleyball championship year, but because of the abbreviation of it, it ran right up on it. It wasn't too long ago that we won that championship.
Yeah, wasn't that volleyball championship in the spring?
I think so. Somehow the season got abbreviated.
Yeah. The women are doing it, man. I mean, you know what? I can't say that, man. I guess they both are. Because the men's track team ain't bad. It ain't like.
Why would you think about their records and stuff?
No, the men, Lang and St. Hilaire broke some records. They might not have broke them this, but they broke them before.
Well,
I don't know.
I'm talking about now. We're not talking about the past. We talking about now.
Yeah, no, I think the men's track team is damn good. The men's, I mean, they got a pole vaulter who's very, very good. He might win the national championship this year. The men, that's probably it, though. I mean, in the women, you only really got 2 races where we are legitimately, I guess maybe 3, but I don't think Masai can win either hurdles. She'll place, but I don't think she can win it. I think Abby and that 4x4, Abby and Amara Relay are the only 2 shots that we have at winning, period. And men and women. In the pole vaulter. So the male pole vaulter and Abby in her 3 events.
So you call it 50-50 across the board.
The more I think about it,
I think the women stay. I think the women stay over there working, putting in work. Shit, we just got Ryan Howard was rookie. Was she rookie player of the year first?
No, she's
player of the month.
She's rookie of the month.
Rookie of the month, one player of the month.
Yeah, I mean, I guess football is the only thing that. And then Kyra did win an SEC title.
Hey man, I'm telling you, man, we holding the fort down over in the football land. I'm gonna say this on Moonshine, man, and I can't say I don't use the word love that often, anyways. I love what Mitch Barnhart is doing, and I don't know if it's ever gonna change. I don't know if he wants to change, and he kind of in that position with Cal and some of the other people where you really don't have to change at this point. Only thing about Barnhart, nothing about his X's and O's, nothing about his business and administrative skills. His social and personal skills are horrendous. And that's where my issue is with him, man. I talk to former players all. He seems like he don't like us or don't care about us, but he makes the right moves. I mean, he don't look you in the eyes. He just communication with him is tough. And I've heard that from media people and other people. Like he's just socially inept, which I can't really hold that against him. He's just born that way. But the job you paid him to do, like in my business world, I'm completely different. If you see me out in public or out for drinks, man, we have a good time. We chum it up. Business world, all my answers are yes, no, yes, no, absolutely not. There is no possibly. Everything is black and white just because I don't got time for. Let's get the job done. Let's get in and get the job done. But personal life, we can break down some barriers and talk about a few things. That's my only problem.
I'll say this. If that's the thing that people complain about, he's doing a damn good job. If that's the one thing, right? I'll pick that as the one thing that I want to complain about. He is socially horrible. You ain't got to say nothing about budget, hiring coach, the programs are going down. He only cares about men's football or he only cares about men's basketball. Doesn't care about the non-revenue sports, blah, blah, blah. You can't say that about him. So I guess I'll take that.
All day. Real quick, did baseball make the tournament?
No.
Was that yesterday?
No,
was it today?
Monday.
Oh, Monday. Okay. They didn't make it. Well,
yeah.
Hopefully he'll bring Mingione back. Give him another 1 or 2 years.
I don't know, man.
You said the same thing about Kyra.
Hold on. I did. I said Kyra needs to, and she pulled it out. she won the tournament.
Right.
And this is Tyra's second year. This is Nick's what? Fifth, sixth?
Yeah, something like that. I think 6.
7?
I don't know if it's 7. Because I think it's 6.
Yeah. He needs to develop. That's one program that hasn't improved. It was high before he got hired.
Mm-hmm.
Then he kept it for a year. Then it went.
I thought that second year is when they had that deep run.
I thought it was
It might have been the first year. I thought it was the second.
I don't know.
First year.
It could have been the second.
Yeah.
But it's the bottom has fallen out. Dude, if they didn't make this run in this tournament, they didn't make the run at the end of the season, he was definitely gone.
Before the season ended, huh?
Yeah, dude. They won. They had to at least win 4 of the last 6 or something like that.
Yeah, that win that series over Tennessee was huge.
So, yeah, they weren't hitting on too much, dude. I mean, it was just look. They only won 12 SEC games.
Right. Well, anyways, all right, man. We appreciate y'all. We was back in action. We back in the saddle. Okay, if you didn't get a chance to go over to WLAP.com, check out weekend shows from 2 weeks ago. We had Van Howes on there. Cobby Cobb. Well, he retweeted. No, he retweeted the show when we had Sophie Galloway on there. But go back and check out some of the Sunday mornings. We hopeful to get the whole season 3, short whole season 3 of the Locker back on podcast. Y'all can go look at some of the old stuff, man, when we was first starting out. But yeah, we appreciate y'all. Go over to, I saw that Lacey said she didn't know the show was on. Go over there and like and subscribe on YouTube, and you will
hit that alert button.
You'll get an alert, and it will
hit that alert button.
So I'm surprised that Lacey ain't already on the alert button.
Hold on.
Like and subscribe.
Let me say something real quick. You brought up something about the first shows. If you think we off the rails now, you should have seen them. You want to be entertained.
Hey man, let me light my bong real quick. Hey.
If you want to be entertained, go look at specifically that first season.
Oh man, that's the real deal right there. Anyways, man, we're gonna get out of here. Happy June to y'all.
Happy Juneteenth.
Well, we're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Let's go enjoy your evening. Take your allergy medicine before you go to bed. And we will see y'all next week.